With Fortnite OG coming back permanently, I decided to explore the Chapter 2 map in creative mode for a while. After all, it likely won't be coming back anytime soon. Fortnite gives me plenty of time to explore, 4 hours to be exact. That's enough time to check out every nook and cranny, and even work on my building skills. Things were going great. I just explored Dirty Docks, Frenzy Farm, Steamy Stacks, and Craggy Cliffs. I was on my way to Pleasant Park when I noticed something strange in the distance. I assumed it was just a rendering bug, so I started walking towards it, thinking it would just go away. It was on top of a hill near Sweaty Sands, but the closer I got, the further this thing seemed to move away. It was unusual, and my curiosity was getting the best of me. I had a sniper in my inventory, so I took aim to get a better look. It was the Guff skin. He was just doing the crying emote, covering his face. My Fortnite instincts kicked in, and I was filled with rage. I started taking sniper shots at Guff, thinking he was just mocking someone he'd killed. He was running away from me when I took the first shot. I reloaded my bolt-action sniper and took aim again, but this time he was staring right at me. And this is when I remembered I wasn't in creative mode. What was Guff doing here? I was taken aback. This wasn't the usual Fortnite idle animation. Guff's arms were hung low, knees bent, and crouching, perched on top of a bush. This was disturbing enough. The rational side of my brain assumed it was just some sort of emote. No, it couldn't be. I have all the emotes. I've spent thousands of dollars and maxed out dozens of credit cards. I took another shot, half expecting him to react, but he just continued his creepy little dance. Oblivious to my presence, I frantically scrolled through my emote wheel, looking for anything that remotely resembled the strange position that Guff was in. Nothing. I quickly took aim with my sniper to see what Guff was doing. I had completely forgotten, as my attention span had been ravaged in the thousands of hours I'd spent playing Fortnite. As I stood there, the tension built. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Guff's eyes were fixed on me, and it felt like he was trying to communicate something deeper, something unsettling. I decided to approach him. My heart racing, the closer I got, the more I felt I had an odd connection with this character. It was like he was trapped in a loop, forced to perform this emote over and over again, and I was the unwitting audience. I lowered my weapon, curiosity overpowering my initial anger. I raised it again, this time in curiosity. Guff was gone. I looked around me, and I didn't see him anywhere. I assumed I had just imagined everything, and reluctantly I continued exploring. All was good. I had forgotten about my encounter and continued absorbing all the small details, like the texture of trees and the vibrant colors that consume the map. True artistic genius. I went to go loot my favorite house in Pleasant Park, but all the chests had been open in this house. This couldn't be possible. I was in creative mode by myself. Had someone joined the game without me knowing? Unlikely. The player count read as 1. I heard footsteps upstairs. My heart sank. On edge, I slowly crouched my way upstairs. I opened the door to the bedroom, and my jaw dropped. All of the chubby charm that Guff had was removed. Piles of feather and gore all over the room. He was doing something. He didn't notice me open the door, and that's when I saw the Midas skin laying on the bed. Where was his face? He laid motionless on the bed. Chills went down my spine, and I nearly blacked out from the fear and trauma as Guff turned around. He was actively sewing Midas's face onto his own.
Hello, Wyatt Matheson.
How did he know my name?
Do I look skinny enough for you, Wyatt? Do you want to date me?
This couldn't be happening. I reached for the cord to unplug my Xbox. That's when Guff said,
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Wyatt.
I froze. How could he see me? I didn't have a webcam or anything. He explained,
I understand your horror and confusion, Wyatt. You see, I've been watching you for a while now. Every time you thought you saw something in the corner of your room as a little kid, every time you got the feeling that you were being watched, every little sound you ever dismissed as just the noises the house makes, it's all been me. I was even behind the accident that caused your father to fall down the stairs and break his arms. I never meant to hurt you, Wyatt. You see, I just wanted to know you better.
I couldn't stand one more second. I was imagining this. It had to be a dream. I unplugged my Xbox and I ran out to my car. I went for a drive to clear my head. I went straight to the gas station. I bought a 6-pack of beer and a pack of cigarettes. I had quit smoking years ago, but everything good must come to an end. I got back in my car and rolled down my windows. The feeling of drinking 6 beers in 10 minutes and having a cigarette while the crisp, cool July night air massaged all of my anxiety away was unforgettable. I went to go turn out the radio. My favorite Taylor Swift song was on. I reached for the volume button. That's when I noticed a little pink feather stuck inside the auxiliary port. I almost threw up. I looked in my rearview mirror, and there he was, in my back seat. It was Guff, all bloody and bashed. He said, "Hello, Wyatt." I quickly decided to crash into a bus station, and I got out of my car and started to run. I immediately tripped over the curb and smashed my head. When I woke up, I thought it must have been a bad dream. That's when I looked over and saw that my car really had crashed. I tried to stand up, but I was still really drunk. I got back in my car, and all that remained was some bloody feathers. I inspected my car top to bottom and front to back. I didn't see Guff anywhere. I moved towns later on that month. I changed my name, my phone number, and pretty much everything else you can imagine. I still don't know what happened to Guff, but I try not to think about it. I haven't played Fortnite since that day, and I don't plan on it. Even months later, without playing Fortnite, just when I start to move on and forget about Guff, I'll find little pink feathers in my car, or on my front doorstep, and most disturbingly of all, in my bed. It's like a sadistic reminder that Guff is always closer than I think.